today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns versus Joe Burrow and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. He sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 13 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On second down, it's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, 95 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One play moves from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Franklin. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Lockett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Franklin. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup. Burrow on play action. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker with the extra point. And it is 28-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. So that didn't bother you too much last time? No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Again, it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns continue to roll. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Robinson, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack on 1st down, Burrow, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Browns are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Steps away to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Christian McCaffrey
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Browns are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. To try again after the sack. Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. The pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden.
Come and get me.